Back inside Reliance Stadium here in Houston, Texas. Fans getting ready for more racing. But, you know, earlier today out of the pit party, one of the most sought-after autographs, of course, that of number 7, James Stewart, 2007 Supercross champ, signing lots of autographs. But, you know, this season got underway a little rough for James. In fact, you might say he was in a twilight zone.
Welcome to the Twilight Zone. Does lightning ever strike twice? Is history just bound to repeat itself? For our hero, James Stewart, the sad answer is yes. December 2006, Stewart racing with Reed until... when he tries to re-enter the race, Honda rider Travis Preston runs right into Stewart, taking him out of the battle for the win. Flash forward to January 2009. Again, Stewart and Reed. Another clip rear wheel, and this time, it's Honda-mounted Wyndham to add the final blow. Now, with a mountain of adversity in front of him, Stewart must hope history once again repeats itself. This kind of history.
Pretty eerie how those two seasons got underway, the similarities for James Stewart, but as you can see, James already climbing back through the points. He is caught and is up into 4th place, 12 markers behind Chad Reed, the current points leader. But you know, this is not the first time we've seen a rider like James Stewart, who came into the season looking to be a title contender, have such a tough beginning to a year. This is Ricky Carmichael. Out he went, and he was buried back deep in the points, but that didn't stop Ricky from chasing the championship crown.
You know, 2002 was pretty crazy. I went down the first race here at Anaheim and knocked myself silly, and the first thing I was thinking when I was going over is like, oh, there goes my title. So regrouped. I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to race the next weekend, but got things going again, kind of scraped myself up, and it took a couple of weeks to get on a roll. I think it took like 2 or 3 weeks, but then I started winning after that, and one thing led to another, and like, I don't know, 10, 11 races into the series, I found myself back in the points lead and was able to bring it home. So it was tough at the beginning, and I really thought it was over, but just kept persevering, and one thing led to another, and I got that title done.
Just like Ricky Carmichael, the best thing James Stewart can do is win. He's won a heat race. Could he win the main? We'll have it for you when we come back to Houston. Well, just like Tom Petty said, Chad Reed has definitely stood his ground, and he is definitely not backing down in any way, shape, or form. The two-time champion is the current points leader. There you see him with his mechanic Mike Gossler getting ready to go racing. Here's our MMI race reset. The main event will be 20 riders for 20 laps. The heat winners, James Stewart and Chad Reed. Josh Hansen made his way in to the last chance qualifier. Kevin Wyndham, the defending winner here in what would be considered his home event. And Aaron, it looks like we got a good one on our hands here.
That's right. Well, as soon as number 14 of Kevin Wyndham made the podium for the first time this season, he immediately boarded his flight back to Mississippi. He said here in Houston is probably one of his most favorite races of all races. Tons of family and tons of friends. In fact, over 70 tickets were given out. He said the track designs this year have completely changed, but the one thing that remains the same is the support that he gets from everyone here.
Wow, Wyndham getting as many tickets as you have to get for every round. Here's our Monster Energy starting lineup across the top of the screen, and all the big names are in.
Well, you can talk about it. You look at this first turn section here, this S, I'm telling you, it gets tricky right here. Everybody's going to follow up. Plus, this second one, you got to get through here clean. You have to get the start. The best spot right in the middle. That's where our championship favorites are.
And they're right there. That's where you find Reed and Stewart side by side. Here we go from Houston. And Michael Lessie gets the whole shot with Villapoto right there with him. Lots of beating and banging going on in those first couple of corners. Where are Reed and Stewart?
Watch Villapoto. He's going to go for the lead on the outside of Alessi.
And he got it. Ryan Villapoto trying to get his first win of the year. And Michael Lessie on the Rockstar Makita Suzuki sits back in second, but here comes James Stewart on the inside on the Yamaha. He is now up to second on that number 7.
And Chad Reed, our defending champion, is buried mid-pack. That gives James Stewart a huge advantage.
Jeff, one thing James Stewart has not had to do yet is chase down Ryan Villapoto for the lead. This is going to be a first time for both of these riders. Villapoto hasn't held the lead like this yet this season.
Well, this is uncharted territory, so let's see what he's got. Villapoto, week after week, has gotten better. We know James Stewart has. He has been so fast here today. Double, triple, quad into the turn. That's going to make for some fast lap times out of the former champion.
Stewart is second. Reed, by the way, is an 8. Remember, Reed leads the points. He's now moved himself up to 6th.
Well, let's see if Chad Reed can duplicate what he did last week in Anaheim. Here he is, where he put on just a superb ride all the way from last place up to second.
Yep, and here tonight, he has to go a lot less to get up into the points deep. He is right behind Michael Lessie right now, his teammate on the Rockstar Makita Suzuki.
And let's check the gap as he comes by the finish line area. Chad Reed up to 6th. He's about 5 seconds behind James Stewart. He's 7.5 seconds behind our leader, Ryan Villapoto, who just posted a 49.9. Stewart, though, a 49.2. That's the fastest lap in the main event so far.
Well, and remember, a week ago in Anaheim, Reed was the rider that turned the fastest lap. So all 3 of these top riders capable of being the guy to be fastest on any given night. Here we go. The battle for the lead starting to develop. Villapoto on the green Kawasaki, number 2. The rookie in the Supercross class this year being hunted down by the 2007 champion, the man who is arguably the fastest rider on the planet, James Stewart.
And the best thing that could happen for Chad Reed is to have James Stewart have a hard time getting past Ryan Villapoto, our leader. Oh, both riders doing the quad into the turn. Let's see if Villapoto can. Looks like his nerves are starting to get to him. He's making small mistakes. Stewart to the inside.
Comes inside of it. And Villapoto jumps back out of the corner. Hey, retakes the lead away from Stewart. Villapoto coming off of a career best finish just a week ago with a 4th. And Stewart back to the inside. Side by side. Bar to bar through the rhythm section. Stewart takes the lead away. Can he make it 3 wins in 3 weeks? Over the finish line jumping, Stewart's got the lead. So meanwhile, Chad Reed is up to 5th and closing on Josh Grant.
And Reed, he can see, he can hear the fans here in Houston. He knows that James Stewart has just taken the lead. So Chad Reed really has to apply the pressure. He has to give it everything he's got.
Here's Reed on that yellow Suzuki. He's caught Josh Grant. Grant is second in the points. The winner in Anaheim won. Held onto the points lead for 2 weeks. And Reed right on his tail. The Australian rider looking for a way around Josh Grant. Grant in his rookie season in the big Supercross class as well, having an outstanding 2009 season.
Here comes Chad Reed to the inside.
And Reed gets a drive out of the corner. That'll move Reed up to 4th.
And that really has been the story of this track here today.